I'm we're gonna run up on you and stuff like that. And so every day I sit back and I listen to some of those videos and I just don't get it, yo. Like you have so much young people out here trying to get into trucking and they looking at us as the veterans and they looking at us for advice and stuff like that. And they looking at the way we act. You gotta understand these young kids right here, we got Country Ghetto in the building. Country Ghetto, what's going on? What's going on with you, man?
You hear me?
I hear you.
I can't hear you. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to go back out because I can't hear you. Give me just a second.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but you know, you gotta understand the young kids that's coming up nowadays, they love this type of stuff, man. They love the drama. They love us fighting. That's what they love. So that's what they're gonna Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, these darn headsets. You know how it go.
Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
but yeah, this country ghetto. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. I mean, my channel ain't got no direction. I mean, I just do what I do, have fun with it. You know,
Yeah,
if it could be helpful to some people, then that's good. If not, then that's good too.
yeah. I think everybody that drives flatbed though is very helpful because not a lot of people drive flatbed, and a lot of people is scared of drive flatbed because they don't know,
Yeah,
they just don't know.
and like for me though, what I tell a lot of people that watch my content, I tell them if there's something that you need to know about this flatbed, just let me know and I'll make a video of it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
show you how the process is done.
yeah. Okay. They're keeping you busy out there?
But yeah, uh, I would like to say yeah, but that's just not the case.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. 'Cause,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, flatbed materials just ain't, moving like that right now. We're slow too at my job.
Right.
I'm only doing like 3, 4 days a week right now. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, like with me, I average 5 to 6 loads a week, and I'm down to about 3 or 4 a week now.
yeah. So you're
So
cutting in half as well. Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, I'm fixing to go down in another. Well, I'm fixing to venture off in other avenues on this YouTube world. My son's kind of talked me into gaming. So
yeah.
I did a couple of lives last night. Um, the weather's starting to get a little bit better up in my neck of the woods, so fixed to get my automotive skills, my wrenching skills up to par. Start videoing that.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
good, man. Anything. I think everybody got a skill other than trucking, man. I think anything else we do is that'd be a plus. That'd be good, Instead of everybody doing this trucking videos and
yeah.
trying to get after each other. And most of these YouTube truckers, man, they
I
always
mean, like uh, for me though, I don't mind doing the trucking videos, but I think I'm just gonna kind of do that uh, upon request.
yeah.
You know,
Okay, I feel you.
but I mean, yeah, the flatbed, but that's just like anything. I mean, I know everybody has their own way of how they do things,
Yeah,
uh, but there's just so much content out there on it. It's like, okay,
and it gets repetitive too. It gets repetitive too.
right,
And there's a lot of guys out here that's they dropping like information and one thing that I don't like is when you got truckers that drop information about things that they haven't done. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you'll see like an
Yeah,
over the
that's
road trucker talking about local and they never been local. So I just don't get it. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've done some local work before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some hard work doing local work. I promise
Yeah. Hell yeah.
you. It ain't no walk in the park. Um, but I, I put what people want to see out there. Now, I'm not gonna get out here and get to talking about rates and what I make and all this and all that because it's just not. It's not for that, you know.
Yeah. True.
Um, whatever I can do to help somebody out, but I don't know if somebody needs that type of information as far as on or lease truck or something like that. I mean, I'll give you my information and we can talk, you know, over the phone or something about it. But I'm just gonna tell you what I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I feel you.
my stuff may not work for everybody else though.
You driving all night? What time you shutting down?
Let's see here. I got 2 hours and 56 minutes left on the clock. Um, I told myself I was going to be stopped by 9 o'clock anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to try to make it to Savannah by 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what's
but
up.
going to a job site, and I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering because at first when I picked the load up, they would say it don't need to deliver till Tuesday, and then about 30 minutes before I got home on Friday, it was like, oh well, we need it there on Monday, but you got to stage up somewhere close by, and then call them, and they'll try to get somebody out there to unload it. And I was like, yeah, that don't sound good.
Yeah, for real. So you pretty much
That's
got
just the truck.
you pretty much know where you're going.
I,
You pretty much got where you're gonna park mapped out. You know where you're gonna shut down at.
um, I think I'm gonna catch. Let me see, what mile marker am I at? Hold on a second. I'm coming up on mile marker 40, 46 on the 78 here. So I'll probably catch a Love. There's a Love's just east of Birmingham on there on the 20 there. I may catch that
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
and shut down over there. Um, I don't
Yes.
know, man.
Yeah, it's Sunday, so you should get
It's
a
just one of
parking.
them things.
Yeah, it's Sunday. You should get a parking. I'm thinking.
Well, that's I got fuel in West Memphis, and that parking lot was full over there.
Oh, for real? Dang.
Yeah, a lot of empty trucks, a lot of empty trailers.
Yeah, I went to South Carolina 2 weeks ago, man, and all the truck stops are full. I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, everybody's
Yeah,
parked. Nobody's moving. That was crazy.
I think it's gonna pick back up here in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I'm not 100% for sure, but I think it'll pick back up.
Yeah.
I mean, normally in the flatbed game, we normally see this type of stuff like in the wintertime. Um, fall going into towards the end of the year, at the end of the year and the beginning of the year. That's normally when we see our slow period. But with all this stuff going on, man,
Yeah.
it may just drag out for the rest of the year.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of thinking too. That's what I was kind of thinking it's going to be kind of slow till January.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
Dang, did we lose everybody, or we still got people in the chat?
Seemed like a couple people fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's always good to chop it up with your RLC. You know that.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah. But I gotta go back and watch that the last video you put out.
Which one that is?
Uh, the what'd you say you was drinking?
Oh, the coffee?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with no sugar.
yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
It's hard.
Hey, I'm
It's hard.
trying, man. That's what, man. That's my old girl had a problem with that, man. You know
Yeah,
that I'm
I
trying.
don't. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah,
I drink. I drink a couple of these a day,
yeah.
and I keep that water on deck, man. And that's about it.
It's so hard to break that especially like you want something that you driving all day, you want something to drink, man. You know, you can't just drink water all day. You need some type of pop,
Energy.
you know? Yeah, you need some type of pop. And nothing with popping it is healthy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's hard, man. I know it's hard. I guess as long as we do it in moderation, keep on drinking water, I think we'll be all right. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about it is if you're staying active, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
and I think that helps out a whole lot because a lot of folks that don't stay active, then that's when it becomes a health issue,
yeah,
you
yep.
know. But most of the truck drivers I see out here, they stay pretty active, you know.
Especially flatbed guys.
Well, I mean, flatbed, local. I mean, even like I know some people that do over the road, and they may do, they may go 100 miles, drop and hook, and then do another 100 miles, drop and hook, and then do another 100 miles, drop and hook.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of work in that too.
Yeah, winding up and down those on. I don't like dropping hook, be honest with you. I don't like I want my trailer and I want my trailer to stay on me. And
Right.
I I just want my trailer, man. I don't like, you know, dropping and hooking and dropping and hooking and you gotta keep on greasing your fifth wheel and I'm like, come on. Sometimes you pick up a trailer that you just don't understand. Like a lot of people dropping hook, they don't even grease their fifth wheel. They don't know nothing about that. They just know that they were the company that drops a hook. They're all
Right.
happy. It that put a lot of
Now,
pressure on your truck, especially you pick up a trailer with bad tires.
I don't really do too many dropping hooks. Normally, when I get a trailer, I normally keep it, a couple of months most of the time. Just depends on where I'm at.
Yeah,
Um, then when they start talking about the trailer needs to be serviced or whatever, then I'll make sure I get rid of it real quick.
hey, that's smart right
Uh,
there.
Let somebody else deal with it because
Try
man,
to get your that's smart
I
move
don't
right
go to
there.
any of the terminals or anything because I ain't trying to be up in nobody's face or I don't want nobody in my face. So I stay away from all that.
Are you owner operator or you company?
No, I'm on operator.
Oh,
I
that's what's up.
I bought a truck.
Through the company or on
What
your own?
was it? 19. I went through the company at first for the first 3 or 4 months, and then I took the lease over to the bank that I
Oh,
bank with and financed it through them.
yeah, that's a smart move right there. And they keep you
Yeah.
busy. They keep you busy, right?
For the most part, yeah, they keep me busy
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah, that's
But
good, man.
when I took the note over to the bank, man, it basically chopped the note in half. Um, but this game, man, gotta have that money saved up.
You're right, man. We got 5 people in the building. Shout out to y'all right now. I'm talking to Country Ghetto. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe to his channel. If there's anything you want me to ask him, man, he drives flatbed. Just go ahead and put a message, and I'll go ahead and ask him while we got him on here, man. Hey, one thing I want to say, Country Ghetto is a lot of people they want to be owner operators, especially on people down here in South Florida. And one thing I try to tell them is that, you got to crawl before you walk. The reason I'm saying that because my advice to truck drivers in Florida, lease on to a company first, because buy your truck and go lease it on to a company. Insurance in Florida is ridiculous. I know guys that are paying $18,000 a year for
It ain't just
insurance.
it ain't just ridiculous in Georgia or Florida. It's ridiculous everywhere.
Okay.
That's I mean, well, you know, my motto is, man, chase the dream, not the money. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
um, but I mean, if you do get out here, man, don't let that little bit of bigger paycheck go to your head, because I mean, you got to put money back. If you ain't got money put back, I mean, you gonna drown real quick.
Exactly. That big paycheck, guys, it come with a price because, like, think about it, man. When I had my own truck and I was leased on the mag carriers, man, what I was paying for insurance, it was nothing compared to guys that had their own authority, and we were making the same money.
Right,
So
right.
I just didn't, you know. I understand, but I just didn't get it. Now, if I started to have like 3 or 4 trucks, then I might, want to go my own authority. But I just don't think it's necessary to have your own authority with a one truck
It's
operation.
really it's not. I mean, it can be done if that's what you want to do, but it's really not necessary. I mean, look at it like this: whether you make $200,000 a year or whether you make $400,000 a year, I mean, you ain't even gonna see half of that.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, and everywhere is different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
the shops out there in Florida or the Carolinas or wherever, they charge one price. The shops out in my neck of the woods, they charge another price. So, I mean, in any which way it go, it ain't cheap.
Yeah, you're right.
So, my thing, like I said, this you're gonna be an owner operator. You want to get out here, just save your money up first before you get out there.
Yep. When you become owner operator, you better get hooked up with some tire peoples or know some type of tire peoples or know when they have sales.
Yes,
And that's the one of the most important thing. You got to have you some tire people. Have you a tire
yes,
man? You know what that tire man is. Coming
yep,
in the neighborhood, call your tire man. Hey, what you got for me?
yep.
you know.
And the thing about it, like you said, you got to make these connections out here. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose big time.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because when you call that tire service company and you're on the side of the road, not only are they charging you by the hour, they're charging you by everything else too. So, and
Yep.
let it be after hours. What
Oh
they
man.
charge you, what they normally charge you per hour, just double.
Exactly. Especially you
I
gotta
mean,
wake them up and like, all right, you gotta wake me up. You know that's gonna cost you. they
right, right. I
they
mean,
kept.
which I don't know if I think I told you a couple of live feeds ago, but see, like, my, I, spun a bearing in mine. So, uh, the quote that I was given to put a rebuild the motor and drop it back in was the quote now was 51.
Damn.
My point exactly.
Damn.
I
What
only
the,
paid 58 for the truck, so yeah.
what the
So
heck?
you you want me to spend 51 on a rebuilt motor?
You
And
might as
man,
well.
nah,
Yeah. You might as well get another truck. That's crazy.
yeah. But like you said, it all comes back to who you know.
Exactly.
Luckily enough, when that happened with my truck, I wasn't too far from the house, and I towed it over to my people's shop, and yeah,
Yeah, they took care of it.
after it's after it's all said and done with, I'm gonna be it's gonna run me about, I don't know, 15, 16.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Nah,
Yeah,
it ain't bad.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
And which the truck I'm in now, I'm renting this truck because my truck ain't done yet. So, uh,
Oh, you can rent a truck through the company?
yeah, they'll rent you a truck if you need one.
Yeah, that's pretty
I mean,
good right there.
I was just planning on just sitting at home, but with all this stuff going on and everything slowing down, man, that's you get out here and try to make as much money as I can.
Yeah, yep. That's what's up,
Yep.
Gotta make it somehow. The one thing I be telling people, man, what happened to me when I bought my first truck? Well, I only had one truck. When I bought my truck, I was very lucky to get a good truck. I got it from JB Hunt. But the problem was, man, I had a bad front end on the left side, and it would never ever, it ain't never ever get right. Used to eat up their tires, and I'm like, and that was one thing that me and my mechanic we overlooked, and I was like, damn, it ain't never got right, man. It ain't never got right.
Well, my thing is, I tell a lot of guys when they're with a company, I mean, learn everything you can about a truck while you're driving for a company. Because if you come out here and then try to go straight into owner operator without even knowing anything about a truck,
Yeah,
oh yeah, they gonna see you coming a mile away.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, I know somebody that did that, and they had the same type of work done on their truck before. I don't know. I was in Dirty Brokes live feed when I had my front structure seal redone,
Yeah,
and a buddy of mine, he had the same thing done, but he let them folks talk him into all this other stuff. So he almost paid triple to have the work done than what it cost me to have the work done.
that's crazy,
Just
man.
because he didn't know anything about trucks, and I'm like, you gotta learn. You gotta learn this stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. You were right. You ever heard about this company called Carol Fulmer?
Who?
Carol Fulmer.
Yeah, they're real big out of the Florida area.
Yeah, man. I got a friend that just went over there, man. He's doing pretty good, man. They're busy, to be honest with you. Like ever since he went there, man, he been running and running, and he did about 3,600 miles last week. I'm like, damn. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing
I mean,
good.
they're all over the place. I see them everywhere.
Yeah,
You know, um, that and like Cypress. You know, Cypress is a big
yeah.
flatbed company down there, and I see them up in my neck of the woods all the time.
They're out of Jacksonville, right? Cypress.
Right. Yep.
Got Cypress, and you got what other flatbed? It's Sunbelt. Is it Sunbelt? Nah, it's Sunbelt Flatbed. Is that the name of the company? Cypress. I think Cypress got a sister company. I forgot their name.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they got a sister company. I can't remember the name. There's another, that company right there. They got a few contracts on. It's a few companies in Florida, man, that's still doing good. They got like contracts and they keep their drivers moving. Exact Express, they keep their truck drivers moving out of Florida because they got a lot of contracts with Publix and stuff. So all the truck drivers, man, y'all want to get with a company, just make sure they got freight. You know what I mean? A lot of guys they get out here on this low board, man, and they get lost. They don't, they don't know what they're doing.
Well, like for me though, is I normally do a lot of short freight. And every so often I'll stretch out to different areas just to see what the freight lanes look like out there. And if it's going pretty good out in that area, then I'll work it for a little bit till it slacks off, and then I'll go back to another. I'll go back to what I know.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
like mainly for me, I just normally run the Midwest. Predominantly, I do Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, uh, Louisiana, a little bit of Mississippi, a little bit of Tennessee, till I feel like stretching out.
Yeah. Sometimes you man, if you do Texas, you can pretty much stay in Texas all week if you wanted to.
You
Texas got
can,
it.
but that freight down there ain't as cracked up as what everybody thinks it is, though.
Oh, it ain't.
Nah, because
Okay.
it's so many people. It's so many people trying to go down there to get the freight.
Yeah.
Take for instance, like when the weather gets bad up in the north, everybody want to shoot down to Texas because Texas normally stays warm like Florida does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Plus, y'all gotta
so
compete with the local flatbed truckers down there.
yeah, that too. You know, um, but you can. I mean, you can stay in the same in Texas for a whole week and just moving freight around from one city to another.
Yeah.
You know, I've done it a couple times, but since winter, I hadn't really been in Texas that much because, like I said, there's just too many people down there trying to get freight and moving out in other areas. You know, like the Kentucky area, and Alabama, and the Georgia, the Carolinas. You know, stuff like that.
Your company, they book the load. They book the load for you, or you get like options.
Uh, they they call me with options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have no low board or anything, so they call with options.
Yeah.
And if I like them, I'll take them. If not, I'll tell them to find something different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's pretty good
If
right there.
if that's if they come back with some other stuff and I don't like it, if I'm close to the house, I'll just like, well, shoot, we're just gonna call it a day. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, if it don't make sense, it don't make sense taking it. But now
Yeah,
these days,
yeah,
we pretty much gotta survive until things get better. You know,
yeah, yeah.
as long as they
Well,
ain't, as long as they ain't nothing crazy like 80 cents a mile or 90 cents a mile or something that don't even make sense coming out of the house. You know.
right. I my bottom dollar is I have to make at least $1.85 a mile. I
Yeah.
have to. And that's not really that's I try not to my dollar 85 is my bottom dollar.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing under that.
do it. You
Would you
can't
do? Would you do like a
make it
load for
under
like?
that.
Would you do like a load from $1.50 just to take you to a better load?
Nope,
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, yeah,
nope, not at all.
you stuck on your
I
bottom
promise
line.
you, because these folks over here has tried to do that. You know, I'm like, oh well, we can pick this load up. It's only paying $600-700 and it's going 450 miles, and I'm like, ain't no money on that.
Yeah,
There's
you're
no
right.
money on that.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll much rather take the chance of me bouncing home empty than to run that freight. Or I'll bounce empty to another area that has better freight.
Yeah, I feel you. 'Cause when I had my truck, man, I used to Sunday night I used to jump in my truck, go to 7-Eleven, put some fuel in it, good fuel price at 7-Eleven, and I would
Yeah.
deadhead over 600 miles to Georgia, or I would deadhead to South Carolina to get my Monday morning started. Because I refuse to take these cheap loads out of Florida. I refuse.
Well, the thing that gets me, like a lot of the place, because I keep notes of every place that I picked up at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a place that's close to me that I hadn't been to in a while. And when I went in there and picked up, um, the lady, she remembered my face. She's like, "Oh, well, you hadn't been here in a long time." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. My people say, you guys had to have freight for us." And she just kind of looked at me like, "Well, that's a lie because I do all the booking and the scheduling.
Yeah.
So you guys can get freight anytime you want to." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? That's good to know.
Yeah.
So next time I'm up here in this area, I will definitely be coming back here. Believe that."
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Most
I ain't
definitely.
taking no for an answer.
Yeah, I feel you.
What was that? Uh,
Once they know we will take. Okay. Christian said once they know you will take cheaper load, they will keep trying to give you cheaper loads.
well, I mean, uh, burn the bush down before the bush starts growing.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially, especially if it's a bush you don't want to see growing up in your face.
Yeah, you're right. You got to know your worth, man. Truck drivers have to know their worth. You have to know your worth out here. A lot of truck drivers, they come out here in this game, and believe it or not, they're the reason why you got a whole bunch of truckers that went to Washington, D.C. They're the reason why they got a lot of truck drivers not making money because they come out here, all they want to do is get a truck, jump into a truck. They know nothing about the trucking business. They got brokers that's using them, abusing them, mistreating them because they don't know the business. They don't know their bottom line. You know, they don't even know how to change their light bulbs. And I'm saying this, you guys probably think it's the truth, man. You know, a lot of people are just not cut out to be an owner operator.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the truth. I mean, you know too many people out here just going through it just as well as I do.
Yeah, you know, like like sometimes you at a truck stop. I'm talking about when I used to be on the road. I can only talk about when I used to. Thank God I got that.
Right.
Thank God I got that experience. And some of the things you see. Say you go to the shop to get your PM or something, and some of the things you see people coming in the shop for, you like what? Like you really need somebody to change your windshield wipers? I'm like really? Like it's crazy because it's always gonna be something on your truck that needs changing. Like these trucks is it's a changing machine. You always gotta change stuff. At one point you have to learn how to change some of these things on your own. Some of these things are small and petty. You know what I mean? Instead of
Yep.
wasting your time.
Well, a lot of that stuff there, like the smaller stuff that I could do at home, I have my son out there. That way he can learn how to do it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're
So,
right.
uh, and, and a lot of the stuff ain't hard. It's just common sense.
Yeah.
That's something that I had to learn a long time ago. It's common sense. You take something apart, remember how you took it apart, so when you have to put it back together, it'll be easy.
Yeah.
Me, I used to just take stuff apart and just put stuff everywhere, and then I don't remember how to put it back together.
And plus on the truck, it's so
But
much it looks so much easier because like everything's so bigger. You got the right tools, you can get to it depending on what type of engine you got. You know what I mean? Everything is so, we got Blackbeard Dave in the building. What's going on with you,
yeah,
Blackbeard?
let's see.
Yeah, man, everything's so bigger nowadays, man. We just
Hold on, hold on,
gotta.
hold on a second there, RC. I kind of ran through a little bad spot there. I'm reading the message that he put. Uh, kids these days don't have common sense. Well, I would like to talk to the
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. I wasn't hearing you a second ago, but I hear you now.
Oh, okay. What I was saying though is, the comment that he put out there, the reason why these kids don't have common sense these days is because their parents don't have common sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You
Yeah.
know?
And the influences also, man, if we start talking about these kids nowadays, we'll be talking forever, man. Man, I don't even want
Man,
to start on these kids. These kids nowadays, they're a different breed. I'm telling you, they're a different breed.
I'll put it to you like this here, RC. My father made it a point to teach me everything that he knew. So I'm making it a point to teach my son everything I know.
True.
And I may not have no degrees in this or that or this or that, but I have the tools to do the job if it need be.
Yeah. I mean, look at most of the people with degrees right now. Look where they're at. Most people with
Yeah,
degrees right now are sitting at home. So it
yep,
ain't about the
most
degrees. It's
definitely.
about about what you do.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Luckily, I don't know that side of trucking. I'm working for the country. I mean, it's not the best pay, but I work Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. Truth, if I'm on my phone, I'm always looking to learn something. I always watch my dad work on cars and stuff. That's how I learn.
Yeah, I used to watch my dad. I used to watch him drive trucks. I used to watch him cook and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And I kind
All
of like
that.
picked up. He didn't have to like grab me and teach me. I kind of like learned by watching. Like these kids nowadays, you gotta kind of like force them. They're not gonna like.
Well, true, true. But take for instance, like my son. My
Mhm.
son just turned 18 in February, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, him and my shadow gets into fights because my shadow is closer than he is.
Yeah, that's what's
You
up.
know, but he's
That
eager to learn, though. You know what I'm saying?
that's my son and his mom. Like he like his mom, but hey, he like his mom way better than I do. He see me coming, he start running.
Yeah, yeah. My son, like now, 'cause since the schools has been shut down, like I get a lot of people that call me, hey, can you come fix this? Or how much would you charge me to fix that? And well, I can't do it right now because I'm on the
Mhm.
road, but my son's at home. I can call him and you can take it by there, or he can come by where you're at and he can fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he ain't old enough to fix it. I'm like, okay, well, then you take it to a shop then. Or call somebody that's going to charge you some outrageous price to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, see, but they say most people I know have degrees.
They ended up working in a restaurant. They can't find a job.
Well, that's because they're not applying themselves.
And one thing I know, man, and one thing I know about people in general is people is scared of change. Meaning that, like, if you're a truck driver, right? If I wasn't doing food service, I guarantee you, I would not live in Florida because trucking jobs down here just not don't pay, right? So people that got degrees, they don't apply themselves. It's like their degree is going to waste because they get these big fancy degrees and they're not moving to the area where their degrees actually is worth more and pay more. They're just so satisfied with being satisfied in the area where they grew up. They just want to live, and when their degree is going to waste, it's trash. Like
Right.
trash, man.
Well, a lot of that begins with like your career counselor or whatever. Whenever you get to college, you know what I'm saying? Um, the people that's asking you, well, what do you want to major in, or what do you want to do? And a lot of
Mhm.
these kids is like, okay, well, I want to do this. They make pretty good money, so this is what I want to do. But like you said, in the area you live in, it's like
Mhm.
there ain't nobody in that field.
Yeah, they don't
So
need that.
yeah, but
It's just like nurses in Florida. Like a nurse in Florida is not gonna make as much as a nurse in like a Houston or New York. It's just like they just make more in that state. Florida's not a good paying state for everybody that
right,
know. You just gotta know what type of job you're getting into. Like if somebody wanted to be an owner operator in Florida, I would sit them down and let them know, yo, deadheading is a part of the game. Unless you want to pick up a 600-mile load, paying $500 or $600, which I wouldn't advise. It's just a part of the game.
yeah,
You gotta know where you live, man.
right. Well, I'm I'll tell you like this here, and I've had a lot of controversy from a lot of people that I know, but take for instance like my son. I've talked my son into not going to college, right?
Okay.
And everybody was like, well, why wouldn't you want him to go to college? Well, because to me it's a waste of time and money.
Okay.
I would much rather him go to a VOTEC school
Mm-hmm.
and get about 3 or 4 different, certifications and, trades,
Start working right
something that
away.
he can start working right away. And it don't cost near as much.
Exactly.
So, I mean, because you think about it, for every year that a student attends college, you
Mm-hmm.
might as well you might as well add 4 years of debt after they get done with college.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
So if they go for 4 years, then that's 16 years of debt that they're going to have after college, especially if they didn't go on no scholarship or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Flatbeard say he went to a school to be a motorcycle mechanic, but down here they don't pay at all. Went to Votech as well for auto body repair, and say he also hauling equipment for the county. They got me my license. I'm gonna stick it out with them and at least get experience driving. County jobs are good.
Yeah.
A lot of benefits working for the county.
They, they are to a certain extent.
Especially those counties that will
But
help
see,
you like get in a house or something like that. You discounts or things like that if you choose to live in a county. That's a pretty good perk right there.
right.
You know.
But see, like what I told my son to go to VOTEC for is to get a certification in welding,
Mm-hmm.
get a certification in central heat and air, and get his
Okay.
CDL through the VOTEC. So at the end of the day, if one of them ain't working for him, he's got a certification in something else, and he can go down a different avenue because you know just as well as I do, central heat and air people work all year round.
Exactly. And
Welders work all year round.
they can move to any state and they got a job there waiting on them.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So, but I mean, like he wants to drive truck, but like I tell him all the time, just venture into other areas first. And if none
Yeah.
of that stuff works out for you, then you can go to driving truck. You know what I'm saying?
Like use a truck as a backup plan, right?
Exactly. Exactly. It's same like my dad's side of the family,
Mm-hmm.
all my uncles, my dad, my cousins, every male figure on my dad's side of the family has drove a truck.
Okay.
So when I got up old enough to where I could get a job, I told myself I didn't want to be no truck driver.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to do something different. I wanted to break the mold.
Yeah,
But then,
sometimes I think about, man, what can I do to get out of these trucks? I think about that every day, man. I think about, sometimes I think about if I can open me like a little small little restaurant or something. See how it goes in like a little upcoming city. Make it like a diner or something where like
Right, right.
homey recipes and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Every day I'm thinking about how to get out this truck, man. 'Cause I love trucking, but sometimes it just burn you out. Sometimes, you need to step away from it for a little bit. I love
Right,
trucking,
right.
but it's good to venture in other things, man.
Well, the thing with me was is, you know, the jobs that I had, working in factories and warehouses and stuff like that, like I got a job at a place called Thermatru. They make residential and commercial doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, I did 13 and a half years with them folks. I thought that was going to be the place that I was going to retire at until the
yeah.
economy got bad in 2008, 2009.
Mhm.
They closed down. And so I went to a factory. Yeah, they paid good, but I was there all the time, 13,
Yeah,
14 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I'm like, that's no life, you know? And then, punching the clock somewhere, the micromanaging and all that stuff, man, it's just, I got tired of just being pushed around. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I just need to be free. I need a break,
yeah. You're right.
you know?
You're right. That's why it's so good, man, to be over the road. If you with a good company, man, you just don't understand that freedom, man. Like just to drive, like local food service.